Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Colts lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Texans, who will need to be stout up front.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second is Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Dante Fowler able to drop him for a loss of 4. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload. Now let's go. Boom, land it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
117. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Tight end right. Hurry up, here we go. Boom, land it. Alert.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And this results in 6. Touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Now let's go. Boom, land it.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Hey. No. Check. Green, 39. Green.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Colts send out their punter. Standing just about on his own goal line. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Ellington now to return it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go.
Watson on 3rd down. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Tight end left. Tight end left.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll give Miller another crack. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Frank's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. All right, here we go. Green, 30. Gun!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. All right, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, baby.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. What? None. Hey. What? None.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Come on, let's go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Check.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Hankins in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Third and long, it's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Now let's go. Clean and gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll try Michael on the right side. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now let's go.
They go to Michael again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be knocked down sideways. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go.
Now a handoff. It's Christine Michael. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Christine Michael, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Prosh. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
A handoff, running left is Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jonathan Hankins in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Houston. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. That would give Michael running left, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Man left, man left. right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alec Ogletree from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run a toss play to Michael. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Leopard. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Set. Green 39. All right, now, look at 56. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Over. All right, now, look at 56.
They run again with Michael. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Alert. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Christian Michael with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, it's Watson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Michael. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. On 3rd down, it's Mack. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ellington. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Check safety! Here we go! Grand 38! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
He's back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
Here we go! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38!
Back to throw. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And tack on some more points for the Steelers, extending their lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Let's go! Grand 38!
They'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Texans on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round.
Now it's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on,
Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go!
Now Watson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch right, we got right. Here we go now.
And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes the Texans now. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Caught left side, Hopkins. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Come on, let's go. What? Nine. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And some room to maneuver. Quick move by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to them.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Here's a give to Miller. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
No. Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alec Ogletree. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Come on, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So just 1 yard to go here on third down. Again, it's Miller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. In motion is Fedorowicz. They'll toss it to Miller. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Taking it about the 16. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Set. Blue line. Leopard. Leopard. Back 9
Back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked about